Okay, the date is February 18th, 2024. It's actually 2 weeks since last time. Hell yeah. I'm actually on time now. So what's been happening? Not much. Oh yeah, I got my wisdom tooth took out, so let's talk about that first. Honestly, there's not much to say. The whole thing went a lot easier than I was expecting. Like, I remember watching videos where they have to do like a full-on surgery where they have to like open the gum and then break the teeth inside and then dig the pieces out or suck the pieces out and stuff. But because my wisdom tooth was already like, it was basically it was grown out like a normal tooth. But because there's like no teeth like underneath the wisdom tooth, so that tooth is like basically useless. All they had to do was I think they just like dug a hole and then they just pulled it out. Like, I don't know the details because like the part of the face was like went through like a local anesthesia, but I think they just pulled it out like straight up and it was like pop and then it was done. So yeah, that was a lot simpler than I was expecting. And right now it's been like I think a week, almost 2 weeks now, 1.5. I think yeah, it's healed up pretty well, and I mean I've been using my like wisdom, my like the side of the mouth that had the tooth taken out to eat and stuff, and I don't think like there's any issues with it. So yeah. But I will get it checked again next week. And yeah, just to make sure that it healed well and hopefully there's no other issues. Oh, but like I don't know if I mentioned this last time. I don't remember at all, but I also had like my filling on my right side of the mouth like being fixed last time as well. And at first it went pretty okay, but because for the first week I was like basically only like using my right side to like chew stuff to eat, because my left side was like where my wisdom tooth was. So I was basically using my right side of the mouth like the whole time. And I don't know if that messed up with the fillings or whatever, but it's been very sensitive. So I'll mention it next time I see my dentist, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. Holy shit, I hate that fucking so much now. Like, my right gum has been stabbed so many fucking times for the local anesthesia, and god damn it, I hate it. Also ordered a night guard, because apparently like first of all, apparently my teeth are like a bit too long. Like, there's apparently a lot of points where my teeth basically like touch each other just with my mouth like positioned normally. So long term, my dentist said that it's going to like cause issues, or it's gonna damage my teeth and stuff. And they're already like, I think, two teeth beside my front teeth. The two teeth beside my front teeth are already like a bit crooked, but they're not like, they didn't go bad or anything, but they're just like at an angle because of how long my teeth are touching each other. They're like they kind of affected each other when they're growing out. But like, it feels weird because like while growing up, like my previous dentists were like, oh yeah, there's no problem with their teeth and whatnot. They're growing fine. So I never had anything like like braces or whatever. But now, like, they showed me the picture of my teeth, and then I look at it myself, and then I look in the mirror. I've realized, oh yeah, those teeth are actually like a bit crooked. But I guess because they're front teeth, so they don't really matter that much, and it's not like they look bad or anything. They like, I only noticed it until my current dentist mentioned it, so I guess it's not that much of an issue. But apparently, long term, there's going to be like a lot of like natural decay, like a lot more than I usually would have. I normally would have, because of how much my teeth just like touch each other during speaking out, even just like resting. Like it's really something. It's one of those things where you start to notice, like once people start to like mention it, like how you're now manually breathing, like that sort of thing. Like right now when I'm speaking, even right now, I can feel sort of like my teeth lightly like touching each other. But I don't think that's like anything too important right now. I guess I'll ask if my insurance will cover that, but I don't know. I've also ordered a night guard to just like help with my nighttime stuff, because apparently like I just bite down my jaws a whole lot. So the night guard is not really just for like while I'm sleeping, but it's just gonna be, I think, for like normal, even everyday use, like even in the morning, because of how much I like I just like, I don't know, like put a lot of pressure on my jaws and whatnot. I don't know why I do that. They say apparently you do that when you're like stressed and stuff, but I don't know. If it feels like it's almost habitual at this point, and my jaws are kind of sore, or they're like sore at all times, really. Like I constantly have to like do the thing where I open my mouth a bit wider than usual, and like the joint, the jaw joint, I don't know what you call it, kind of like does a bit of a cracking sound. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, I don't think that's normal. What else? Oh yeah, and because the wisdom tooth got taken out, like I don't know if the gum is supposed to like retract and like grow like back and whatnot, because right now it feels like the gum is still like as if that teeth was still there. Like, you know how normally the gum is supposed to be like, if there is like no tooth there, it's supposed to be like a bit flat, or I don't know how to describe it. But anyways, I don't know how my wisdom tooth like gum is right now, but it feels like I constantly, or at least very often, get things like stuck there. I don't know if it's because it's technically still healing or whatever, but yeah, I don't like it. And also it still feels kind of weird, like having that tooth gone, and I don't know. I still have to basically watch out for that part of the mouth. Like my mouth is just completely fucked right now. I really hate it. Like my right side, because the feeling, it never feels good, and every time I chew I have to like kind of be careful. And right now it's like being very sensitive. And my left side is fucked because I just have my wisdom tooth taken out, so I have to be careful there as well. Like, god damn it. What else? Well, I guess that's it for about my tooth, or my teeth. Oh yeah, about a video I'm making. Hell yeah, I finally got to finish it. And I'm working on the next part now. The next part is actually, I don't know, I feel like I've taken a bit longer than I probably would have liked. And there was, again, basically a mini rework done there, but in general, I feel like the first video was really important to get out just for myself, in order to just like set kind of a format for me to like decide on like what to do with the like the future parts. So I think the most difficult part was technically done. Now I'm basically following whatever it is, the kind of format I've decided in the first part, and then just like changing the content, but not necessarily the format. And I think the format part was really what took the longest for me. So yeah, I think it should be a bit smoother now. I've actually just finished the whole rewriting part. And yeah, it's probably gonna take what, maybe two weeks, maybe 2 more weeks, or maybe next week. I'll be able to get it done again and keep moving forward, which I'm pretty happy with. Finally getting something that I can do like a bit long term and keep going at it. Because like before, I think the longest I've done with these sort of things are just like what? Like I think a week was probably the longest I've spent like making videos and stuff. Like continuously making videos. I think like a week was like the longest I've done. So yeah. It's nice to like get myself back into groove with like things that I'm more or less familiar with. Right? It's a skill in the end, so it's just something good to have on the side. What else? Oh yeah. Last night the computer updated when Windows 11 updated. Am I using Windows 11 or am I using Windows 10? I think it's 11. I don't actually remember. I think it's Windows 11. But anyways, the Windows system introduced AI. It's called Copilot now. It's called Copilot, your everyday AI companion. And you know, I don't have ChatGPT because that thing is, I don't know, it feels kind of slow, and I don't know like a lot about it really. I don't know like what it is about ChatGPT, but I just never really felt like using it for any other things I do. But for Copilot, it just appeared today. And I actually used it a bit to help me with a bit of the rewrite. And honestly, I'm surprised that it's able to, well, it didn't really help that much. I'll be honest. Like I asked it to give me some suggestions in terms of like when making videos, like in terms of the content, like what kind of like suggestions or changes it could give me. Honestly, it didn't really give that good of suggestions, but it did help me to like give a pretty good idea, a pretty interesting idea that I got to utilize for one of the things. So that was actually really nice. Again, I think that's my I think that's what AI is supposed to be for, right? Like I don't expect it to give me something like extremely accurate, or, like help me to do everything I want. I just need it to be like the other person to help me brainstorm, right? It's like very often when I'm making videos or when I'm just like writing things down, like I really hope that I have like someone who is like familiar with the area I am dealing with, can give me like suggestions or just like bounce ideas off of each other, you know? But you don't really get those kind of like people on demand, right? If you're in school and whatnot, you can get those, you know, contact your Discord friend or whatever, or find your classmates, or just email your prof. But you know, now I'm out of school. This is Copilot, or I think ChatGPT as well, by extension, are pretty good when you need something to help you bounce ideas off, or just help you give some kind of like to help you during your like brainstorming session and stuff like that. All right. So you know what? I think I like this. I think I really like this Copilot thing, and I think that really the biggest thing that made me use Copilot, and I can honestly see myself use this a lot more often in the future, is that it's just on my taskbar. It's just on the side of the taskbar. I don't have to like open up Chrome or whatever and go into ChatGPT, or I don't know if ChatGPT has its own application or whatever, but Copilot is just there. It just comes with Windows, and honestly, the convenience really, I think was the deal maker for me for this one. So yeah, I'm excited to see what else this whole AI thing is gonna do. It can also generate pictures. I tried it to generate a picture of an apple. Not exactly what I had in mind, but honestly, I don't even care. Like I don't really care about AI generating pictures because I'm not an artist or whatever. I just need it to help me bounce ideas off when I'm brainstorming. Like the initial stage is when I really need, I think, things like AI to help me with stuff. But everything else, I'll just do them myself. But yeah, I think that's it for now.